hell did we just watch? Something great or something... I don't know. Because right now, as of now, Microsoft has been dominant and the king. But did Nintendo bring it? I think they brought it. They definitely brought it. It was only a couple of things that really stood out that really made Nintendo bring it. Now, I didn't sit through the entire Treehouse because I sat through the Metroid, and after the Metroid, the talk with the developer and the gameplay, I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And then Mario Parties, I was like, after 2 minutes, I'm like, nope. Then Monster Hunter came, I'm like, I'm not a Monster Hunter fan. I got bored. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to skip Treehouse. But I will talk about the Metroid anyways. But during the Nintendo Direct, wow. They started off with Kazuya in Smash. I'm a big Smash guy. Smash is my favorite franchise. But if I have to purchase, no, I don't download characters. I don't buy amiibos to unlock No, I don't do any of that. No. But if it's a free update and I can unlock a character, sure. So, And then we go right into Mario Party Super Stars, the trailer. Yeah, it was already out on the 3DS. It's porting over to the Switch. I know, that's what they're doing. They're taking a lot of Wii U and 3DS games and porting them over for the Nintendo Switch while upgrading the graphics and the gameplay. That's it. I get it. It makes total sense because the Wii U was a flop. So you want these games to get a time in the light. The 3DS was so successful that these games made you so much money that it's relatively cheap to just port them over. So why not? You know? A lot of people, you could tell a lot of people sold their 3DS, so it makes sense. They'll rebuy it on the Switch. So it makes total sense. Then we move into something everybody was waiting for. My God, did you not see the way they introduced it? Wow, they're like, Metroid Prime 4. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm not a Metroid Prime fan, but I was like, I mean... we haven't had a Metroid Prime game in forever, so I was like, holy crap, this is like... And then they said, while we are talking about the game being in development, we don't have anything for it. I was like, oh, nice tease. Then they go, but we have Metroid 5 Dread. October 8th, 2021 release. Now, it's the first time in 20 years since they've done a 2D Metroid Prime game. Hey, that's something. I mean, I don't mind it. I'll check it out. I'm not a huge Metroidvania style player. I played Metroid Prime on NES. I played Super Metroid. I played Metroid Fusion. I've played Castlevania... the one on 3DS, I played Castlevania 1 and 2 and Dracula X. After about an hour, I find it tedious. That's what I find. But if I had the time and the patience, like I love I'll say this. I love RPGs because there's a lot you can do for the time you invest. Metroidvania style, there isn't a lot to do for the time you have to invest. But I don't mind it. I'll check it out on the Switch because it's great to pick up, on the go when you're in a long drive, something you could play, on the airplane when you're traveling, on a train when you're traveling. So I don't mind it. I'm looking forward to it. Am I going to pick it up right away? No, but it was great. This was one of them that really was like, wow, another Metro game on top of the fact that they just mentioned Metroid Prime 4 is in development still. Wow. Okay. Then they showed a Metroid Dread amiibo. Cool. We know Nintendo and their first party. Any new first party game, there's going to be an amiibo. We get it. it didn't have to be in this direct, but hey, at least they didn't do what others did with, like, Capcom spent yesterday. I didn't even care about Capcom because they flopped majorly. Like, what did they do? They spent how long on mobile gaming? No, that was Square Enix. Yeah, Capcom spent a lot of time on Resident Evil Village new DLC. Like, so, yeah. While Nintendo was smart, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, here's a new amiibo coming out the same time as the game. Boom, next. Then they move into Cruisin' Blast. Now, I'm skipping a lot of stuff because a lot of the stuff that was in previous presentations, I'm not going to talk. I'm only talking about stuff that were exclusively shown off in Direct. So we got the Cruisin' Blast. I like the Cruisin' USA series. Am I going to get this? No. I like the arcade, but I'm not. No. Then we went to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Plus New Powers Awaken. Available September 24th for the Switch. I know, portable, yes, but if you're going to play a big game like this, you need a more powerful machine. PS4, Xbox One, more powerful than the Switch. I'd rather see a PS5, Xbox Series X port over a Switch. I get it. For the Switch, it took a while because it's a bigger game. A lot more effort needs to get into it. That's why it was released later. I get it. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, but I prefer it on my PS4. So, then we got a new Mario Golf game, Super Rush. Releases June 25th. Great. It's Mario Golf. I've never played a Mario Golf game because I know. I'm being a bit hypocritical here because I'm the guy that likes Hot Shot Golf. Mario Golf is essentially Nintendo's version of Hot Shot Golf. But I prefer Hot Shot Golf. But it's great. Mario Golf always sells. It's a great selling point. Not gonna say that it's bad. It's a great release for the Switch because there will be a lot of people that'll buy it. Just like how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it for a time being was the best selling game on the Switch. Why? Because it didn't matter that they just took an old game and just said, here, why don't we just call it Deluxe, you know? Same thing will happen with golf. It'll sell pretty well. Then we got a new Shin Megami Tensei game. Shin Megami Tensei 5, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. No release date. All it said was later this year. So there's no set date. But that's great because Shin Megami Tensei is an Atlus title. So this shows that Nintendo managed to work a deal with Atlus to get Shin Megami Tensei 5 exclusive to the Switch. Now, is this a timed exclusive? I don't know. But if it's a full-on exclusive, that's very good for Nintendo. This really did something great. Like, makes non-Switch owners go, shit, I need a Switch. It makes players of the Shin Megami Tensei series and, like, the Persona series go, wait, I've been playing this on my PlayStation for the longest time. You know what? It's time I go and get a Switch. I need this. Because this is a game. The Shin Megami Tensei series is a series of games that you can put thousands of hours into it. So, to have it portable is very good. And the fact that it's exclusive gave Nintendo a big up alongside Metroid. Wow. Just wow. Like, and you know Atlus makes games regardless if it's a new game or a continuing franchise. They never fail to exceed. Then we got did we? No. Before that, we got Danganronpa Decades. It's a Switch exclusive. Now, anybody who knows the Danganronpa series, very limited release. A short printed, very rare game released for the PS4 and the Vita. There's 3 games that were released. All of them being very expensive, hard to find, rare games. Now that they've ported it over and made it exclusive to the Switch, more people are going to be into the franchise. More people are going to learn about the franchise. And another exclusive title. Nintendo's bringing their A game here with exclusivity. See, they're on par with Microsoft. Look at Microsoft and Bethesda. They had a shit ton of exclusives. Oh my God. Now so far we've got 2 exclusive titles. We're not counting the first party games. We're just saying the exclusivities they got. Wow. And one stupidly rare and short printed game. Now you too have the chance to experience the franchise without shelling out crazy dollars or hunting months, years to look, right here. You have a Switch? Perfect. I'm definitely getting this. Now, yes, I own a store and I have multiple copies of the game on the PS4. I am not, no. The price that it's at but on the Switch, much better, much more affordable for me to say when it comes out, because again, it said later this year. So when it comes out on the Switch, I'm going to be getting it because you get 3 games for the price of 1. Wait, less than the price of 1. Thumbs up to Nintendo. That's really good. And then we got a game that was a Japanese exclusive. Now, fans of the Fatal Frame series know that Nintendo purchased the rights to Fatal Frame, and now they own the Fatal Frame franchise. And the last Fatal Frame game was exclusive to the Wii U in Japan. Now, the Japanese version, very expensive, because it's the only way you could play it. Now, is it a good game? Compared to Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3, no. Because obviously, when Nintendo gets a hold of it, you know what they're going to do. But anyways, aside to all of that, remastering it for the Switch and then making it English rather than the Japanese is a smart move. Very smart move. Now, I'll say this. Will that affect the Wii U version? Not at all, because the Wii U version is still extremely rare. Very extremely rare. So, it won't affect the Wii U version. So, for anyone out there thinking, oh my God, I gotta dump my Wii U version, don't. Hold on to it. But this is very good, because if you're playing it on the Wii U, there's a lot of subtitles you gotta read. And in a game like Fatal Frame, you want to watch the visuals more than you want to read subtitles. So, very good on Nintendo for making an English remaster of a Japanese exclusive popular franchise. Now, the release date, again, they said later this year. I'm going to get this on my Switch for damn sure. Now, I own the Wii U Japanese version. I love Fatal Frame. That's how much I like it that I have that, and I'm going to get this. And then we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. It's coming out on when? June 25th. Finally. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna buy it. I haven't bought it yet because I have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, and 4 already. I don't really need a remastered HD, 4K resolution version. I might pick it up for the PS4, when it's $20 or less. Switch? No. I could see why it took a while again, because it's a big game. A lot more development goes into it, but it's great. Because if you don't own a PS4 or an Xbox One, but you only own a Switch and you love Tony Hawk, well, this is great. I mean, on-the-go Tony Hawk, you can put hours into it. I like that. It's great that it's being released on the Switch. Not the strongest finally being released, but hey, then we have the Zelda lineup. They ended it with Zelda. This was perfect. Like, they come in and they're like, now we get to the final segments of this Nintendo Direct. First, you're thinking, okay, so you're at the end, the last one. They go, Zelda Hyrule Warriors Expansion Pass, which will be set 100 years before Breath of the Wild. And I'm like, this is how you're ending it? No Breath of the Wild 2. But then they said, well, wait, there's more. Zelda Skyward Sword HD being released July 16th. I'm like, wait, what? This is the first time Skyward Sword is being released in HD. All other Zelda games have been re-released in HD. Skyward Sword was the only one that didn't get an HD remastered or upgrade, whatever you want to call it. Now, finally, it's being released on the Switch. Definitely. I like playing Skyward. I know Skyward Sword wasn't a popular game for the Wii. I'm going to pick it up for the Switch. And I know the Wii version, because it was an early Wii title. It was an exclusive Wii title. They didn't want to make it for the GameCube like they did Twilight Princess, so I get it. They focused too much on Wii motion sensors. This doesn't have the sensors, so you could play this without all the gimmicks and being frustrated. So I'm definitely looking forward to Skyward Swords. And then they announced a Game & Watch. I'm not going to be going after the Game & Watch, but this was smart. With the trend of all the classic retro consoles and stuff, the Game & Watch, smart. Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, and then Zelda Link's Awakening. And then an exclusive game made only for the Zelda Game & Watch. That right there was smart, to make an exclusive Game & Watch game on top of 3 of the best Zelda games, 3 popular Zelda games, 3 relatively smaller Zelda games that can be put into a Game & Watch. Now, if they were to take fan favorite Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess, too big. So they had to pick, what are the 3 smallest Zelda games? Boom. Smart idea. A1 on that. This will sell out day 1, guaranteed. And then, oh my god. Oh my god. The best ending you could do. Seriously. Out of anybody at this E3. Seriously. Anyone at this E3. They all failed to show how to end a presentation. Microsoft could have with Forza Horizon 5. They could have with Halo Infinite. Nope, they went with some Miranda, Red Seal, whatever game. Okay, Capcom, nothing. Square Enix, nothing. Ubisoft, nothing. Nintendo ended it with Breath of Wild 2. Holy freaking my god, that was the way to end it. That is a perfect way to end you end on your biggest, most anticipated game. And yes, I am anticipating Breath of Wild 2. I have Breath of Wild 1. No, I haven't finished it because, man, every time I play it, I spend at least 4, 5, 6 hours throughout the day. Not one sitting, throughout the day, whenever I feel like playing it, and just explore the open worldness. And I do the story alongside, so it takes me a while because I love doing that. But damn, Breath of Wild 2, 2022 release. Now, they said we have very little footage because it's still in development. We'll just show you what we have developed so far. I'm excited. This got me pumped. Really pumped. And what more could you say? Did Nintendo really top Microsoft? I'll say right here, they're tied. Both Microsoft and Nintendo dominated this year at E3 while everyone else, Capcom, utter failure. This is my, okay, before we go into all that, they did the Treehouse, they talked about Metroid Dread, great. They talked about how it's been 20 years, they talked about the past with the developer, amazing. I want this game. I watched the gameplay, amazing gameplay, I want it. Because it's a great on-the-go game, Why not? So, let's go with the ranking here. Bare bottom, Capcom. Then goes Ubisoft. Then goes Square. And the only reason I put Square high, because at least Square waited and revealed Final Fantasy at the end. Was it really a Final Fantasy game? No. Was it as bad as 1450? Yes. Because it doesn't have that Final Fantasy. No. But at least it did. At least it closed with its biggest franchise. But did it? Okay. But did it really show anything? No. So if in conclusion we could actually say this, these three here shouldn't even be in a ranking. Take them out of the ranking system, chuck them into the garbage, and then we put number 1, Microsoft, and Bethesda. Number 2 or number 1, tied. Nintendo, both tied. The rest, into the garbage they go. Seriously, this E3 was a major flop. Like, come on. Square, Capcom, and Ubisoft could have seriously just been like, screw it. Because look, EA wasn't there. Sony wasn't there. Activision Blizzard wasn't there. Think about it. Sega wasn't there. They don't have anything. Even if they do, it's 1 or 2 bullshit that why go to E3? It should have just been Nintendo Direct and Treehouse and Microsoft Talk. That's it. Nintendo, I give it. They did it. They pulled the A game out. Treehouse kind of got boring. I get it. But yeah, I'll see you later tonight with the E3 Video Game Awards. Now, until next time, as always, enjoy life. Keep on collecting. Keep an eye out for the Video Game Awards video, and we'll see y'all for another video.